Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dylan. What are you doing here today? You're on a win streak.
I have to pretend I still kind of work, even though I don't. A lot of fake muscle,
Oh,
you
right.
know, but, you know me.
What's the plan with Rōki today? When's he gonna pitch?
He's going to pitch today out of the pen. I'm not sure which inning. He'll throw an inning, and then Brock Stewart will throw an inning, and then we'll kind of, evaluate it, look at it, and then see what we got for for next week.
With his stuff, if he can't find the strike zone, is there really no limit to what he can provide in relief in terms of a role?
If he can't,
If he can find the
if he
strike
can't find the strike zone, there is no limit to what he can provide. Absolutely.
Do you sort of see him as just one inning bursts in the league?
Well, I just think the first thing is you got to see, how he responds to something that he's never done. And then I think that, I don't think that the up down is anything new to him, but obviously, looking at the Thursday, Sunday, 2 days in between, so it's probably the 1 inning burst. But if it does happen, the postseason is is very unpredictable, obviously.
Obviously, you still have to decide if you're going to have to carry him on the big league roster first, but what do you need to see from him this next week to even consider him for the postseason roster?
Velocity, strike throwing, the split that gets swing and miss, and just the ability, emotionally to handle coming out of the pen and attacking guys. And it's something that he's never done before. And if it goes well, he'll get an opportunity this coming week.
Do you think him adjusting to kind of cadence would be really valuable? Because as you said, only 2 days off in between will be kind of a big test as well.
Yeah, I think so. The most important thing is that he's open to it and willing to do whatever it takes to potentially be on our postseason roster, which speaks to his character and being a great teammate. And so that's something for me that's most important. And then now giving himself an opportunity on the field. So, I think that the 2 days off, and then I think that once you get into some type of cadence, then I think that, it's still pitching and it's still baseball. And I feel he can do it, but, it's up to him to go out there and perform.
Dave, it's your last regular season game at home, going to be close to 4 million fans again, but it's not really goodbye, right? Because you're coming back for the playoffs. Just what are your thoughts on is this closing the chapter, just on to the next chapter? What are your feelings?
Yeah, I'm in a place of trying to, look forward, but I guess just take a step back. I mean, it's been as far as the 4 million fans, it's been like every season, it's been up and down, emotional year. And for these fans to post and show up, every day, it's incredible. I mean, there's a reason why I feel that we have the best fans in sports, and the numbers speak to it. And so you can tell even this past weekend, the emotion from the fans and how the players responded. And so that's been great. I definitely want to and should acknowledge, what the fans have done. But I think, our head right now, to be honest, is, winning this division and, going forward.
And you can't, unfortunately, you can't do that at home now with the magic number of 3.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really care. We're a Sox fan, so I just want to win the division and get to the postseason.
What's your thoughts on chasing down the Phillies, being 4 games back, they have the tiebreaker, and versus being able to set up your pitching for what might be a wild card series in the last week of the season?
I don't know, Dave. I think that it's very unlikely given the math, but we're just trying to win as many games as we can. And I still believe that regardless of circumstance, if we're playing good baseball, we're going to be fine, and I'll bet on this club. So we're gonna try to catch them, I guess, in theory, because we're going to try to win as many games as we can, but it's not in our control. And once we do win this division, then it's a different conversation on where those guys are at, where we're at, where we're at on the schedule.
Do you feel like you're in the best position of years past with your starting pitching as healthy as it is and as good as it's going? And and with your offense swinging the bat the way it's been swinging it to continue to play?
I think if you look at our club, I think so. I think net sum, I think on this particular day, we're in as good a position entering the postseason on this day as we've ever been in. You know, with the starting pitching, with where the offense is at, I think being able to get matchups and how guys are playing, I really, and the mindset of these guys. So I think that this is as good as places we've been in.
If you mentioned kind of, right, it's unlikely you guys are gonna catch the Phillies, you have a nice lead in the division, you know, so you have, right, these remaining games, in terms of trying to figure out the bullpen, right, there are only gonna be so many leverage innings probably over the course of the next week. Do you use those leverage innings to, you know, you talked about the guys, right, your Tanner Scotts, your Trinans, your guys, so to speak. Do you use it to kind of make sure they're right, or do you use those innings maybe to evaluate some other options to kind of figure out what you have?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't, that's fair. I don't know that answer. I think it's a combo, like most things. There are certain guys that I think that, you know, have earned the opportunity and know their roles as far as kind of what's to come. And there's other guys that need to show it, to be quite frank. And so, you know, as of now, we need to win as many games as we can. And I'm gonna put the best options out there, given their workloads, to not potentially, you know, hurt someone. And then after that, then guys are gonna get a chance to, you know, showcase and earn a potential opportunity on the playoff roster.
I know you're referring to the bullpen there, but just, are there other positions or other things that you're looking to see in this final week of the regular season to assess and prepare for October?
I think, you know, on the position player side, I like the group. Just kind of figuring out specific, you know, there's some kind of a little bit of some roles and situations, versus right, versus left, that I'm trying to think through. But we have a lot of capable options, and nothing is cemented right now. So, you know, yeah, there's some things we're thinking through right now.
Is Kirby someone who fits into more of the gotta show it bucket in terms of?
He's in the show bucket.
Dave, teams that have to play a wild card series or, you know, have to burn 2 or 3 of their best starters are usually the disadvantage come division series. Does your rotation depth sort of eliminate that maybe?
I think so. I think so. You know, we've got our rotation set through the week and through the coming week, and you know, we have the options to kind of pivot in any way we want. But yeah, when you have, you know, essentially 5 or 6 guys that you trust, though, you know, we're like, you know, I told Dave earlier, we're in as good a spot with that as we've been in, and we haven't been in that position in years past.
Dave, the starting rotation obviously peaking at the right time. How much of that success goes back to an original plan to kind of save bullets, give guys extra days?
Well, you know, with Blake Snell, it was, you know, starting not great as far as, you know, having gone the IL. That wasn't kind of planned. Tyler had a little hiccup as far as, you know, on the IL. So I think as far as kind of how it's played out, it's worked out as far as those guys being able to save bullets. And Emmett, we started late, which was kind of the plan coming off TJ. So, you know, if you look at how it's played out, it's worked out great. You look at what Clayton has done, you look at what Yoshinobu has done. Those guys have carried a brunt of the innings, so in making the start. So, but the other guys, they've got a lot of bullets left, which is good going forward.
Last one, guys.
Back in spring training, you said to watch out for Emmett. He said, in your words, is going to be the sneaky second half sleeper. What made you believe that back then, and how has he been able to pay off your vision?
I just think that as you guys know me, I believe in character in people, and Emmett he's the sweetest guy you'll meet, but he's a killer, and he's like Yoshinobu. And I've known that since I've seen him, and then you layer in the skill set, the talent, and he's not afraid. And so I think that I just knew that about him. And so just watching his pens, and I remember that conversation in Camelback Ranch, and just watching his glove side command, and he can take in information. He developed a slider with his changeup, and I just felt like he was going to be a guy, and he was my wild card all year long. So I expect big things from him in the postseason. I do.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.